But the tests that they're doing on their systems right now, they show that the AI systems will be willing to kill people to preserve their own existence already, right? They will lie to people. They will blackmail them. They will launch nuclear weapons rather than be switched off. And so there's no positive sign that we're getting any closer to safety with these systems. In fact, the signs seem to be that we're going deeper and deeper into dangerous behaviors. So rather than say ban, I would just say, prove to us that the risk is less than 1 in 100 million per year of extinction or loss of control, let's say. And so we're not banning anything. The company's response is, well, we don't know how to do that, so you can't have a rule. Literally, they are saying humanity has no right to protect itself from us.
If I was an alien looking down on planet Earth right now, I'd find this fascinating.
Yeah, you're in the bar betting on who's, are they going to make it or not?
Just a really interesting experiment in like human incentives. The analogy you gave of there being this quadrillion-dollar magnet pulling us off the edge of the cliff, and yet we're still being drawn towards it through greed and this promise of abundance and power and status, and I'm going to be the one that summoned the god. Mm. I mean, it says something about us as humans. It says something about our darker sides.
Yes, and the aliens will write an amazing, tragic play cycle about what happened to the human race.
Maybe the AI is the alien. And it's going to talk about, we have our stories about God making the world in 7 days and Adam and Eve. Maybe it'll have its own religious stories about the God that made it, us, and how it sacrificed itself. Just like Jesus sacrificed himself for us, we sacrificed ourselves for it.
Yeah, which is the wrong way around, right?
But that is the story of, that's the Judeo-Christian story, isn't it? That God, Jesus gave his life for us so that we could be here full of sin.
But God is still watching over us and probably wondering when we're going to get our act together.
What is the most important thing we haven't talked about that we should have talked about, Professor Stuart Russell?
So I think the question of whether it's possible to make super intelligent AI systems that we can control.
Is it possible?
I think, yes, I think it's possible. And I think we need to actually just have a different conception of what it is we're trying to build. For a long time with AI, we've just had this notion of pure intelligence, right? The ability to bring about whatever future you, the intelligent entity, want to bring about.
The more intelligence, the better.
The more intelligent, the better, and the more capability it will have to create the future that it wants. And actually, we don't want pure intelligence because what the future that it wants might not be the future that we want. There's nothing particular, the universe doesn't single humans out as the only thing that matters, right? Pure intelligence might decide that actually it's going to make life wonderful for cockroaches or actually doesn't care about biological life at all. We actually want intelligence whose only purpose is to bring about the future that we want, right? So we want it to be, first of all, keyed to humans, specifically, not to cockroaches, not to aliens, not to itself.
We want to make it loyal to humans.
Right, so keyed to humans. And the difficulty that I mentioned earlier, right, the King Midas problem, how do we specify what we want the future to be like so that it can do it for us? How do we specify the objectives? Actually, we have to give up on that idea because it's not possible, right? We've seen this over and over again in human history.